What is the difference between Python 3-OpenCV and opencv-python when it comes to Python OpenCV on Android? Which one should you use for Android? According to an OpenCV or Open Computer Vision forum post, opencv-python is built using infrastructure controlled by the OpenCV team, and this happens as soon as they release a new version of the OpenCV library itself. OpenCV library is written natively in C++. opencv-python is available in PyPy or Python Package Index, which is a central repository to host and distribute software packages for use by Python developers. Python 3 OpenCV is not affiliated with OpenCV, and it is maintained by a separate maintainer. This package is mentioned in Debian's Python 3 bindings for OpenCV library. So our current assumption is that this package is relevant for Linux systems and not for Android. Maintainers for packages like this must pay close attention to when new releases of OpenCV happen. Otherwise, the package can become stale when compared to official releases of OpenCV. Now, why bother with a Python-based OpenCV on Android? Google has officially recommended Kotlin as the first choice for building Android apps. Can we not just use for OpenCV a language like Kotlin or Java, which are widely used in Android? The answer is, it depends. We recommend programming OpenCV in Python for Android when we need to use OpenCV's computer vision with artificial intelligence, such as deep learning or machine learning. Python provides rich mathematical libraries that are absolutely required for OpenCV and AI to work together. One such library is NumPy. NumPy supports large multidimensional arrays and matrices. OpenCV array structures are converted to and from NumPy arrays for easier integration with deep learning and data analysis libraries, which also use NumPy. Are programs implemented in Python and OpenCV platform independent? Can we port these programs across platforms without major modifications? For example, can we port a Python OpenCV program from a Linux system to Android? The answer again is, it depends. Certain OpenCV calls may not port without further modifications or workarounds because of their dependency on platform-specific hardware such as the onboard camera or system hardware such as CPU. Some OpenCV programs can break upon migration to Android because other libraries that these programs depend on are not properly supported on Android. Now, let's come back to the question of which one to use for Python OpenCV on Android between Python 3-OpenCV and opencv-python. There seems to be considerable confusion on the internet about which one is proper for the Python environment on Android. The answer is, neither is suitable for OpenCV on Kivy Python for Android at the time of creating this video. Python 3-OpenCV seems to be oriented towards Debian, which is a Linux operating system. If you look up the official PyPy page for OpenCV-Python, it can be seen that Android is not in the list of operating systems. In fact, if we specify OpenCV-Python, which is built by the OpenCV team, in the requirements section of Kivy's Bulldozer specifications, we don't see any OpenCV being downloaded into the KIVY packaging environment. This suggests that KIVY does not find a suitable match for OpenCV when we specify opencv-python in the bulldozer requirement specs. Therefore, we have determined that neither Python 3-opencv nor opencv-python can be used for OpenCV programs that are built using the KIVY Python framework for Android. So, what can we use to build OpenCV programs on KIVY Python for Android? The answer lies in correctly specifying OpenCV in KIVY bulldozer requirements in the bulldozer spec file. If we simply specify OpenCV in the requirements, we can see that OpenCV is correctly downloaded and packaged by KIVY bulldozer. If we trace the GitHub URL that OpenCV is obtained from, we can see that Android is in the list of supported operating systems. So there's clearly some do's and don'ts when it comes to implementing OpenCV on Android, especially in the context of the modern era of AI as a natural extension of computer vision. There's library decisions to be made to maximize success of OpenCV implementation on Android. Our channel researches these aspects and brings you our findings that can help save time and shorten learning curves for developers and decision makers when it comes to computer vision, deep learning, and machine learning use cases on Android. To get more of this type of content, please subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any of our content in this exciting journey of smart mobile development.